Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina wa Nabiyyina Muhammadin wa alihi at-tahirin.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
وَاللَّعْنَةُ الدَّائِمَةُ عَلَى أَعْدَائِهِمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. So I was talking about this hadith. Where it is narrated that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam have said ظهر الموجودات من بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. And so all the existences appeared from the Ba of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And Amir Mu'mineen alayhi salam had said that أنا النقطة تحت الباء. And the dot under the ba. So this hadith is narrated in Bahr al-Ma'arif. The reference. This hadith is narrated in Sidratul Muntaha, volume 1, page 79. And also this hadith for Imam Ali Islam is narrated like this as well. أنا النقطة التي تحت الباء. It's narrated like this as well. This is narrated in Masharif al-Anwar. النقطة التي تحت الباء وسر الباء. And then this is the sign in Arabic for silent letters, just like the K of knowledge. You don't pronounce the K of knowledge. Likewise, alif is silent in Arabic, so you don't pronounce the alif. Whenever there's a silent letter, we put the circle on top of it. So you pronounce it like this. Ana, me. I. Ana النقطة التي تحت الباء وسر الباء. So and the dot which is under the ba, and the secret of ba. So this is another information as we are learning the Tafseer of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is yet another information. I am the secret of Ba. Not only he is the dot under the Ba, but he is the secret of Ba as well. Okay, let's move forward. And in Jami' al-Asrar, it's narrated that Imam Ali alayhi salam had said that لو شئت لأوقرت 70 بعيرا من شرح باء بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I did not talk about in these lessons, I didn't talk yet about the grammatical explanation of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, because that's another domain to discuss, and I have the intention, inshallah, to talk about in one of these lessons some of the grammatical things related to Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, including the fact that why are we not writing the alif, right? Because the word is ism in Arabic. In the name of Allah, ism of Allah. So it should be like written like this. Bismillah ar-Rahman. Why do we write it like this without the alif? That's the conversation that comes under the discussion of the grammatical explanations of Bismillah ar-Rahman, which inshallah I'll keep it for the end of the class, end of this series of lectures. Once we are done with all these other academic discussions, then we come to the grammatical reason for things at the end, inshallah. So, Imam Ali alayhi salam has said that لو شئت, if I had wished, لأوقرت 70 بعيرا من شرح باء Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. If I had wished, I would have provided the load of 70 camels from explanation of Ba of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. That means if I started to do the tafsir of Ba of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, that tafsir would have been written in books and books and books and books and books, and that books will be so huge and so much in volume and amount that they would be carried on the backs of 70 camels. So this is another hadith that we learn, and this is from Jami' al-Asrar. Okay, and then another hadith says, so لو شئت لأوقرت لكم 80 بعيرا. Another hadith says I would have provided the load of 80 camels. Instead of 70, here in another hadith Imam Ali alayhi salam says 80 camels according to this narration. And then 80, let me write down, it's not bad to write down that hadith as well. So, لو شئت لأوقرت لكم 80 بعيرا من علوم النقطة. من علوم النقطة التي تحت الباء. If I had wished, I would have provided the load of 80 camels from the knowledges of the dot that is under the bar. So here in this hadith he talks about the shah and the details of the bar, and here in this hadith he talks about the dot beneath the bar. He could have provided 80 camels from the camel loads of dot between the bar. So these are two different things mentioned in the hadith. It's not one thing. And let me also write another hadith from Imam Ali alayhi salam, where he has said that Imam Ali alayhi salam has said, Sirrullah al-A'zam, the greatest secret of Allah, is Imam Ali alayhi salam. And he has said, Al-ilmu nuqtatun, ilm is a dot. Al-ilmu nuqtatun kassaraha al-jahilun. The ignorant people made it abundant a lot. And knowledge was a dot. Knowledge is a dot. The ignorant people made it a lot. وَالْأَلِفُ وَاحِدَةٌ وَالْأَلِفُ واحدة. Alif is one. لا يعلمها إلا الراسخون. لا يعلمها إلا الراسخون. Alif is one. No one knows about it. No one knows it except those who are firm in knowledge. Ar-Rasikun, those who are firm. So this is also narrated in Sidrat al-Muntaha. Tafseer of my teacher, Abdullah Hassan Zada Amri Qafadahullah. So I think we'll continue the rest after the salah. Sallallahu ala Sayyidina wa Nabiyyina Muhammad wa alihi at-tahirin.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وآله الطاهرين.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
والرحمة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين. So we're discussing the same hadith and with different information that we learn from that hadith. Obviously, with certain variations, we learn different things. ظهر الموجودات من باء بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. All the existences appeared from the ba of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. أنا النقطة تحت الباء, I am the dot under the ba. أنا النقطة التي تحت الباء والسر الباء, I am the dot which is under the ba, and the secret of the ba. Imam Ali said لو شئت لأوقفت 70 بعيرا من شرح باء بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. If I wished, I had made the load of 70 camels. That means I would have explained the tafseer, the details which would be written in the whatever papers, whatever things for writing and books, and that would comprise, that would constitute the load of 70 camels, 70 camels, from the explanation of the letter Ba only, Ba of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Just the Ba has definite explanation that needs to be said, right? Another hadith says, "Law shi'tu la'aqartu lakum samanina ba'iran." If I wished, I would have provided the load for you for 80 camels from the knowledges of the dark. Earlier hadith talks about the letter Ba, this one talks about the dark of the Ba, not the Ba only. The dark of Ba, which is the dark which is under the Ba. And then al-ilmu nuqtatun, Imam Ali says, knowledge is a dot. The Jahil people made it a lot. Kassara al-Jahilun. Jahil made it a dot. Jahil made it a lot. Knowledge was just a dot. Well, alif wahidatun, and alif is one. La ya'lamuha illa rasikhun. No one knows the alif except those who are firm. That means those who are firm in knowledge. Shall I erase this?
No. Well, no, there's also a hadith that says the Quran is summarized in the Fatiha.
I'm coming to that.
Oh.
I'm coming to that. Is it done? Okay. These ahadiths have no way to understand unless you turn to the Urafat. And they are the best people to describe the meanings of these hadiths. Okay, so, and then Imam Ali alayhi salam also said that Sirrul Kutubil Munzala, I write in Arabic and tell you the translation orally, so you can write down the translation yourself. Sirr, it will take a very long time for me to write the whole translation. Sirrul Kutubil Munzala fil Quran. Let me first write down the Arabic. I do two things at a time, I am very likely to make possibly mistakes in one of those two things. And it's scientifically proven as well. In one of the universities in America, they have actually proven that there is nothing as multitasking that's totally false. It's impossible to do multitasking. Proven by the science. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. في نقطة تحت الباء. تحت الباء وأنا نقطة تحت الباء. So this hadith is also narrated in Sidrat al-Muntaha, volume 1, page 80. So here in this hadith, Imam Ali alayhi salam says that Sirrul Kutub al-Munzala, the secret of all the revealed books, all the books that Allah has revealed, up till now, all those books that Allah sent, the secret of the revealed books is in the Quran, the Quran. Was Sirrul Quran, and the secret of Quran is fi Fatihatil Kitab, in the opener of the book. If you remember, when we were studying the Tafseer of Fatiha at the Zainab Center, I talked about the names that Surah Al-Fatiha has been given. One of its names is Fatihatil Kitab, the opener of the book. So the secret of Quran is in the opener of the book, which means Surah Al-Hamd. Was Sirru Fatihatil Kitab, and the secret of the opener of the book, secret of Surah Al-Hamd, is in Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And then he said, وَسِرُّ بِسْمِ اللَّهِ الرَّحْمَنِ الرَّحِيمِ, the secret of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is فِي نُقْطَةٍ تَحْتَ الْبَاءِ, in the dot under the ba. And then he says, وَأَنَا نُقْطَةٌ تَحْتَ الْبَاءِ, I am the dot under the ba. So he has the comprehensive knowledge of all the books Allah has revealed. And all the knowledges basically. So this is from Sidrat al-Muntaha, and so we are talking about the various narrations of various variations of that hadith. So we learn different things from different hadiths. And also Imam Ali has said in another hadith, another variation, where he says, جَمِيعُ مَا فِي الْقُرْآنِ, جَمِيعُ مَا, people without the irfan and ma'rifat, maybe those who don't have the in-depth knowledge of Islam and Quran and Islamic concept, they will get stuck. Ihtimalan, may not even have answers for this kind of texts in the hadith. جَمِيعُ مَا فِي الْقُرْآنِ, whatever is there in Quran, fi ba'i Bismillah. In the letter, everything which is there in Quran is in ba, the letter ba of Bismillah. One nuqtatu, capital ba. Ana nuqtatu, here it's blue, it's ana nuqtatu. And here it's in the form of the proper noun, ma'rifah, instead of the common noun. Here up till now you have been reading the common noun, right? The tanween, the sign of tankir. So here, ana nuqta, I am, there's the proper noun, alif and lam, the article, the definite article on top of it. I am the dot. So there is no one else, it's me. I am the dot. Wa ana nuqtatu تحت الباء. So there's another hadith which is very, very similar to that, so I'm not going to write it. Let me just read it to you. That Imam Ali says, جَمِيعُ مَا فِي الْكُتُبِ السَّمَاوِيَّةِ فِي الْقُرْآنِ, everything which is in the heavenly books is in Quran. وَجَمِيعُ مَا فِي في القرآن في فاتحة الكتاب, and everything which is in Quran is in the opener of the book. وجميع ما في فاتحة الكتاب في بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم, everything which is in the opener of the book is in بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وجميع ما في بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم في باء بسم الله, and everything which is in بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم is in the ba of Bismillah, and that means the letter ba. وجميع ما في باء بسم الله, and everything which is in the ba of Bismillah في نقطة تحت الباء is in the dot under the ba, and I am dot under the ba. This is one another very very similar, so I am not writing it. Now in the book Al-Kahf wal-Raqim في شرح بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم, in this book there is another narration narrated from the Holy Prophet where he says that كل ما في الكتب المنزلة. I'm not going to write that because that's also very similar, but let me read out to you. Prophet said كل ما في الكتب المنزلة فهو في القرآن. Everything which is in the revealed books is in the Quran. وَكُلُّ مَا فِي الْقُرْآنِ فَهُوَ فِي الْفَاتِحَةِ, and everything which is Quran is in the Fatiha. وَكُلُّ مَا فِي الْفَاتِحَةِ, and everything which is in the Fatiha فَهُوَ فِي بِسْمِ اللَّهِ الرَّحْمَنِ, is in بِسْمِ اللَّهِ الرَّحْمَنِ الرَّحِيمِ. So this much is narrated from the Prophet in that book. And so our Urafa say that Kalam means our statement. Your statements. They all end up in huruf, letters. And huruf, all of them end up in alif. All the huruf of Arabic end up in alif. They are made from alif. They are an outflow of alif. Alif is the one that flowed, and the rest of the letters were formed because of the flow of alif. So alif flowed into the letters. So all the letters return back to the source, which is alif in Arabic. And alif's source is nuqta, the dot. Alif is nothing but the expansion of the dot. Nuqta, and the nuqta is described like this in Ilm al-Irfan. How do the Urafa describe the nuqta? This is very hard for me to translate. سر الهوية الغيبية المطلقة. The secret, the hidden, the absolute hidden secret of the reality of Hoa. It's very difficult to do a better translation than this for a Haqqi person like me. Absolute hidden secret of the reality of He. Huwa means He. The absolute hidden secret of the reality of He. That's the best description our Urafa say of the dot that we are talking about. Dot means absolute hidden secret of the reality of He. سر الهوية المطلقة الغيبية المطلقة. And in the universe, في العالم. That's also there. I didn't write it because so في العالم, in the universe. And and the appearance of existences appearance of all existences appearance of all existences is actually is zuhur means reflection or appearance. Reflection or appearance of He, Hoa, which is that He and Hoa is actually the origin of everything. Origin of everything is He, Hoa. So now there is a long discussion which I am skipping in the Irfan. We are talking about the Irfani perspectives in several days, right? What the Urafa have to say about this hadith, because they are the best ones to describe it. So there is a long conversation about between the Urafa going on about how to describe, best represent nicely in the best way represent He and Hoa, and there's a long conversation. I will just skip all that conversation. So shall I erase this?
Could this kalam also be sentences?
Yeah, all the sentences written or oral that we say. So
Flow
the
into letters.
combination of the letters form the sentences and statements that we make. Shall I erase it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just ask a question? What we're discussing here, does this in any way relate to the huruf and muqatta'at later on as well? Because kind of like when we're referring to the alif and the ba.
Well, a little bit relation, yes. If you remember in the beginning, I said that all the huruf and muqatta'at, the broken letters of Quran, if you drop the repetitive ones, then the remaining ones are 14. That's how I actually started this conversation description from the eyes of Irfan. So after dropping the repetitive letters, the remaining ones are called 14 in Arabic alphabets. And these 14 represent the Ahlul Prophet and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, who are 14 in total. And these huruf, which are 14, are called hurufun nuriya, nuraniya, the luminous letters. And the rest are the zulmaniya, the dark letters. So there is a connection, but not a lot of connection with the huruf al-muqatta'at. As far as I have, whatever, learned a little bit, but there is some connection, but not a lot, as far as I have learned.
So the related question, how does this relate to Allah calling Prophet Isa alayhi salam a word of Allah, kalimatu?
Yeah, that is all. So Prophet Isa is a kalimatullah, word of Allah. Her mom is also kalimatullah, word of God. So our Prophet and Ahlul Bayt are words of God, kalimatullah as well, kalimatullah, to put it in a plural tense. And actually we call them, kalimatullah tammat, and the most perfect words of Allah. So it is related, because prophets have the knowledge of the names of Allah, and the names are comprised of the huruf, and the huruf and letters make the words, and so that's how the name is represented. Now, which prophet knows how many words and how many names? That's another discussion, but obviously every prophet represents at least one name of Allah or more in his life, in his soul. So which the names are the words of God, and the prophet, every prophet without exception, can do miracle. So if you remember, we talked about in the beginning lessons, one of the beginning lessons, that the letters comprise the words, and the words comprise the book, and the book is of two types, kitabun takwini and kitabun tadwini. The book, which is a metaphor used for representing the existences of the universe, kitabun tadwini, kitabun mudawwan, and kitabun tashri'i means the revealed books on Allah. So basically, when every prophet can do a miracle in the kitabun tadwini, is because of the fact that he has the knowledge of the kitabun tashri'i with him, or he represents one of the names of Allah. Because of him representing one of the names of Allah, one of the kalima or name of Allah, he can make a change, miracle, show, and what we call khariqul ada, beyond the routine things. So this is about how which he represents one name of Allah or more. So I will mention this hadith before I end, because time is already over. There's one more hadith, and we will continue inshallah in the next class. Imam Ali alayhi salam says, "Qareebun min al-ashya." So before I come to that, let me first mention this point that my teacher, Atullah Hasanzadeh Amali Hafidahullah, said, because we're talking about he, Hoa. That conversation is not complete yet. Hoa. Hoa in Arabic means he. This is the best description about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because it refers to what the Urfa say, al-maqamul ghayb ilahi. The hidden status of Allah. The hidden status of Allah is referred to when you call he for him. Obviously, he has all those attributes which are represented in Allah, obviously, but he, or using the third person pronoun, which in Arabic is represented like who, or in some cases he, right? So this again is a third person pronoun, this is also third person pronoun. The third person pronoun is the best way to describe, it refers to the hidden status of Allah. So, so that he was there, which is the origin of every existence, when there was no text. That was there when there was no statement, no sentence, no existence. When there was no existence, there was no kalam, no statement, no text, nothing was there, but he was still there. He was there. He is there since ever, forever, right? So, if you remember, and I will end at this, Imam Ali salam, when he was fighting in the war, he recited this zikr, Yahweh, at the time of war, Yahweh. It was one of the best phrases of remembrance of Allah is this. O He, Yahweh, O He, Yahweh, Yaman la huwa illa huwa, Yaman la huwa illa huwa. This is what Imam Ali was reciting. This is hadith, Imam Ali's statement. This is what he was reciting at the time of war. O He, O the one, there is no He, La huwa, except he, except him. Oh, the one, there is no he except him. This again is, we are talking about al-maqam al-ghayb al-ilahi. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina wa nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi.
No,